I think out of this entire book list, I think I'm most excited for The Alchemist. So if you want to see the entire fall book list that I plan to read this year, just keep watching. Yeah. So if you don't know, my name is Toni, and on this channel I bring you productivity, mindset, as well as personal development tips. So if that entices you in any way, make sure you hit the subscribe button and, you know, join the crew. So let's get into this fall book list. So the way I break this down is by the month. So I try to read about 3 books per month, and if the book club I'm in add any more books, then you know, I'll add more to that month. But I like to keep about 3 a month. So I did have a little book challenge that I was doing for myself, and I am on Goodreads, so I'll probably have my Goodreads account linked down below. You could, you know, follow me on there, follow my, you know, my challenge if you want. So yeah, I like to break them down by months. So I have 3 months that I have in front of me. So yeah, before I actually get into this book list, I want to talk about the cost of books and where I get my books from, because I know it adds up really quickly, and I try to keep my costs down when it comes to books. So as you know, the average book costs between, you know, 10 to about 20 bucks, and that is a wide range, and you know, it adds up, especially if you're reading 3 books a month. So what I started doing was getting used books. So I get my used books from 2 places. One store here locally, which is Second and Charles, and I like to go online and go to thriftbooks.com. So in thriftbooks.com, you know, they have different sections per book. So one part of the book one part may be like, you know, good, very good, like new, so forth and so on. So I try to stick with the like new section, and within that section I try to keep my costs down within that section. So I don't like to go over about $8, and then even then I still check the cost on Amazon. If it's like $1 or $2 more for a brand new book, I would just go through Amazon, only because I know there won't be any writing in it and I know what I'm getting. So like I said, I like to keep my costs down by going to thriftbooks.com, and I know thriftbooks.com is actually cheaper than my local store. The only thing with my local store is I'm able to see inside the book, so I'm seeing if anybody wrote in it or anything like that. So yeah, okay, I'll have a link to Thrift Books down below, so that, you know, you could head there and if you want to get some used books. So yeah, most of these books that I'm about to show y'all today is from Thrift Books. And they're all in really good shape. So like really good, I'm just saying. On the same note, sometimes, you know, you get writing in it, or you would get an old cover. Like if they had like multiple covers and like the original cover, you might get like the original cover. So some of the books I have on this list is from the original cover, and that's fine. It's okay, just a cover, you know. All right, so let's get into September books. All right, so for September, here are my books I'm going to read, and the first book is The Alchemist. I hear so much about this book, and yeah, so I want to see what it's about, you know what I mean? And when people are talking about, you know, if someone's talking about like manifesting, or, you know, just an all-around good book to become a better person, they discuss this book. So I plan to read this one. All right, next book is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. This is a brand new book. This is by Joe Dispenza, and the reason why I want this book is because it says you are not doomed by your genes and hardwired to be a certain way for the rest of your life. So at times we feel like you're not going to change. Everything is the way it is, no matter what, right? And I feel like maybe I can get some good pointers out of this book to help me rewire some of the thoughts that I might have, right? And also, someone suggested this book here on YouTube, so I wanted to see, you know, if it's really a good book like that person said. All right, so the last book is, I have too many books in my hand. I promise you I do. Okay, so this is one of the old cover books, but the next book is Manifest Your Destiny, The 9 Spiritual Principles for Getting Everything You Want, okay, by Wayne Dyer. So this, if you don't know, I'm like really into manifesting and things like that and law of attraction. So I do have a couple videos out on that, so make sure you catch it in the cards. I don't even know where the cards pop up. I cannot be the only one that always points to the wrong place. Like, I'd be like up here or up here, wherever, but it will still be linked down below. How about that? Okay, so all right, so now let's get into October. All right, so for the month of October, of course, we have 3 books. So the first one is Getting Things Done. Like I told you in the beginning of this video, I discuss a lot of productivity. So I wanted to see what this author had to say about getting things done, and it's the art of stress-free productivity. So if you don't, like I said, I discuss productivity on here, and you know, a lot of people discuss productivity and things like that, so I like to hear other people's points and see what I can include in my life to get more done, and have like a stress-free life. Like you know, right now I don't stress that much, but you know, we all stress for different little things. So you know, I don't want productivity to be one of them. You get what I mean? Let me know in the comment section, are you a nonfiction reader or mostly a fiction reader? Let me know. The next book by the same person that suggested Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself suggested this one as well, and this is The Untethered Soul, and this is the journey beyond yourself. And I feel like it says, okay, the Untethered Soul begins by walking you through the relationship with your thoughts and emotions, helping you uncover the source of fluctuations of your inner energy. So, you know, I believe in, you know, everything has energy and things like that. So I want to see what this book discusses when it comes to that. So the last book for October is Stop Worrying and Stop Living. So if you know me personally, you know I worry a lot and I get overwhelmed really quickly. So this book is How to Stop Worrying and Start Living by Dale Carnegie. So like I said, the old covers, this is an old cover. This is the same author that wrote How to Win Friends and Influence People. I think that book has really changed my mindset when it comes to interacting with others, and I like the way he wrote that book. So I feel like, why not get another book from him? And this is the book I picked up. All right, so now let's get into November. So for November, I planned, not in November, I did September, October, yes, November. So for the month of November, we have another 3. The first one is The Spiritual Laws of Success. I know there's a glare, but it's okay. It'll be, all these books will be linked down below, so keep that in mind. So like I said, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. It is a practical guide to fulfillment of your dreams. It's really a short read. So I want to see what this author had to say about success and getting there and things like that, achieve, you know, having success. So the next book is The Science of Getting Rich. Okay, and it says attracting financial success through creative thought. So I want to see, you know, how someone takes their creative thoughts and becomes successful and become rich, or, you know, things like that. So the last book is The 5 a.m. Club. Okay, so it says own your morning, elevate your life. Okay, so I want to see what this author has to say about creating morning routines and how successful people create their mornings, and how I can implement some of those things into my mornings to have a successful mornings. As you know, I have a couple videos on morning routines and things like that. So I want to see what I can include from this book to my morning routine to, you know, do more. All right, so those are the books I plan to read this fall. And don't forget, check out the description box to see all of the books that I've listed, as well as where I get my books from. So pretty much all the good stuff is in the description box. So make sure you check that out, okay? All right, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will catch y'all later.